new study is revealing a significant increase in loneliness among U.S. adults. The study by AARP shows 40% of adults ages 45 plus are lonely in 2025. That's up from 35% in 2010 and 2018. Joining us now to discuss it is the director of AARP New York, Beth Finkel. Beth, always great to see you. Welcome back. We appreciate every time you join us here on the couch. What are some signs for people watching at home that someone in their life may be struggling with loneliness?
Avoidance of leaving the house, not picking up phone calls, not responding, normally showing up for holiday parties and all of a sudden they're not. That feeling that you're not sure that how they're feeling about their lives and their connections to others.
So things that you would think someone who's lonely would go out and want to be around people and see people, sometimes they get in a rut that almost consumes them and causes them to actually do the opposite of what would help.
Absolutely. And it is so dangerous, both to their psyche, but also to their physical health.
And in the study, but also anecdotally, how do age, work, family, life circumstances in general, the day-to-day, affect who may be sort of predisposed to potentially struggle with this in that 45 years and older age group?
Isn't that interesting, though? It's the people in their 40s and the 50s who are really experiencing this even more. I found that very shocking in this report because we think about older, you know, fragile older. They're stuck in their house. They can't get out. But that's not what this study really highlighted, I think, for me at least, which that sandwich generation that's caught in the middle, that has the pressure of work, the pressure of younger children, the pressure of looking after older adults at the same time, being caregivers for both ends of the spectrum. And they just don't have time. And they don't stop and say, what am I cultivating for myself here? And
the cost of retirement, something you and I have spoke about, that's on their minds, but they're still in their 40s or 50s, working adults. Kids have left the nest. There's a lot of interesting things to go through, or not.
Try to pay for their college.
That's fascinating, too, to think about. Does technology help or hinder someone's progress?
Well, that's what's so interesting, because in some parts of the study, it actually shows that some people are more connected because of tech. And yet, when we surveyed some of the people and said, what is the problem, they're pointing at tech. So there's a bit of a disconnect there, or maybe it's both. If you become too reliant on tech, that's not good. And yet, tech is an opportunity to connect with other people. So how do you use it responsibly? You know, I mentioned before about the health issue. If you're lonely, really loneliness, that's the same as smoking 15 cigarettes a day on your health.
So it's terrible for you.
It is really terrible for you.
Wow. So holiday season is a time where, if you're lucky, it's happy times, surrounded by family and friends. For the folks that were studied in this study and proven to be suffering from loneliness, what are some tips for them to be able to manage their situation through a really tough time?
Don't allow that inner inclination that makes you say, I'm going to stay home, feeling a little under the weather, feeling a little droopy. Don't let that take over. Go out there, push yourself out there. For your friends and relatives and neighbors, check in on these people regularly. If you have that inkling that they're lonely, check in with them. It's so important.
Beth Finkel of AARP New York. Always a fascinating conversation with you, Beth. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Doug.
And for more information on AARP New York, just scan the QR code. They're located at the bottom of your screen. We'll be right back.